Now we come to how important the dimensions are and how important the units are that measure these dimensions. And of course, the measurement of other items, whatever may be involved, like whether it is time, mass, weight, volume, so on. Any physical quantity can be characterized by dimensions. The magnitude assigned to the dimensions are called units. So they are very important which units we are considering, and we see different cases that are in use for centuries. Some basic dimensions such as mass, length, and time. Mass is normally denoted with m, length with L, and time with small t. And while the temperature is normally denoted by capital T. They are selected as primary fundamental dimensions in a physical fluid flow, while such parameters or functions that are derived with the combination of these basic dimensions, length and mass, length and time, and so on, such as velocity. Velocity is the ratio of the distance covered in time, that is the total. If the total distance is x, which is some length, we divide it by t, we get velocity. So velocity is derived from length and time. So therefore we call it, they are dependent on the fundamental, and these ones will not be fundamental dimensions for the velocity. Similarly for energy, similarly for volume, and they are expressed in terms of primary dimensions and are called secondary dimension or derived dimensions. A number of unit systems have been developed over the years. Despite strong efforts in the scientific community and engineering community to unify the world with a single unit system, only two sets are used in common. But the world has not agreed, or in practice we don't have one single system that is universally, that has been accepted or that is acceptable. For some unknown reason, some countries keep using different units. You may be familiar with them, but we mention as under. The English system, which is also known as the United States customary system, and the metric SI, the system which is known as SI system, they are international systems. The SI is a simple and logical system based on a decimal relationship between the various units, and it is being used for scientific and engineering work in most of the industrialization, even including England. But you may be familiar that in SI system, which was invented initially by France, and then it is accepted in most of the scientific community, but not the worldwide. Still in many countries, the other system is being used, which was developed by British. The English system, however, has no apparent systematic numerical base, and various units in this system are related to each other in an arbitrary manner. For example, 12 inches make 1 feet, 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet, and so on. And similarly, if we go to the weight side, the mass side, that also is of the same nature. That in that case, you have pound and sterling and so on, but they have no basis. But in SI system, they are rather simple to use, easier to understand. Centimeters, meter, for similarly the weight, gram, kilogram, and so on. You can see that they are easily transferable, convertible, is equal to easy to calculate, and so on. The United States is the only industrialized country that has not fully converted to the metric system. Metric system again refer to the one that was invented by French and known as SI system.